So, after this beat out Puss in Boots for Best Animated Feature, I was interested in seeing Pinocchio, if anything for that, and the fact it was made by the guy who did Pacific Rim, as well as just to spite the Disney remake as well. In this iteration of the classic tale, after watching his own son die during an air raid, Geppetto drunkenly makes a puppet out of despair, only to realize that not only has the puppet come to life, but is also completely immortal to anything that'd kill a normal person. Predictably, Geppetto and the overall town is disgusted by his creation. Seeing how upset his father is, Pinocchio decides to run away with the circus to help him financially, which leads to all kinds of adventures from circus gigs to battling giant monsters, becoming a soldier, and ultimately discovers what it means to be a real boy. One thing that I really like is the setting and time this movie takes place in. World War I, Italy, which I think is honestly quite unique and adds a definitive identity to this film that doesn't exist in most other adaptations of the story. And the story of Pinocchio surprisingly lends itself really well to the themes of life and death, and how you should enjoy the simple things in life, which is kind of weird. We had 2 Best Animated Feature nominees that focus on this same exact theme. But moving on, I like the stop-motion animation. The medium doesn't usually impress me, as it feels very samey a lot of the time. But I think it works to the film's benefit and helps bring out the tiny little flaws in the character designs, which, in return, also reflect their personalities and personal flaws as well. I like Pinocchio's journey through the film and how he keeps his childhood innocence despite his messed up situation, eventually overcoming those little bugs in his system and learning to appreciate those around him. Speaking of flaws, the songs are a mixed bag. The entire prison camp scene, though cool in a vacuum, feels a bit tacked on and is really pointless in the grand scheme of the movie. The CGI at points looks really weird, and if you ask me, Pinocchio is kind of obnoxious for most of the movie. To summarize, did it deserve to beat Puss in Boots 2 for Best Animated Feature? I don't think so. But hey, I'm glad this won the Oscar over Disney. I give it a 7 out of 10 overall. Tune into Netflix and see if it's something you like, bugs and all.